Hey, hey, hey. It's your girl, Riri from Texas. And today, oh, girl, you look cute. You look cute. Okay, so I'm just looking at my clip that's uploaded right now. So as you know, this video is basically going to be me doing this makeup from start to finish. You will be able to see all the products that I am using. And basically, you know, wait. Actually, I also used some new products from Amazon in here that I really think will be a staple in your makeup collection. So I want you guys to check that out as well. And if you haven't subscribed, stop now, pause the video and subscribe. This is my bare face. So we're starting from the top to the bottom. So what I want to do in this video is I want to do something a little different. I really want to talk to you guys, like do a little story time. I don't want to really explain so much the fundamentals of makeup because I have so many videos explaining that I decided I wanted to do something different. And if this is something that you are interested in, please go ahead and leave me a comment and let me know what you guys think. Before I get started, I'll say the pot that I'm using, it's a ring pot. I love this so much. Staple in my makeup collection these days. So easy to use. You can get this from my Amazon store. The link is listed below. ReReFromTexas. Yes. So what I wanted to talk to you guys today about is something that was kind of near and dear to my heart. I was just listening to the spirit, being guided by the spirit. It usually just push you in the right place at the right time and just to be doing a good deed. So for me, I'll say about 3 or 4 weeks ago, I was leaving at night. It was about 10:30 at night. And I was going to get my daughter something to eat because it was late. They had took a long nap and I just didn't feel like cooking. So I was going to go grab them some food from a local fast food place. As I am leaving, I was like, I was second guessing myself. I said, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and go get them some food from a local fast food place, right? Ended up leaving, got about a mile, maybe a mile and a half away from the house. And I was coming to an intersection. And as I was going around the roundabout, I seen this little girl. Now, I didn't know, she wasn't like a super tiny little girl. She was like, elementary. And it's 10:30 at night, guys. And I'm sitting here like, should I stop? Should I keep going? And I'm really not knowing what to do because I never considered myself to be one of those people that was just like super nosy or just to be in people's business and things like that. So I started slowing my car down, and here goes back to the voice, the spirit that's telling me, you need to say something. So I raised my window down and I slowed down. I said, hey, how old are you? Because that's the first thing that came to my head. Looking back on it, maybe I could have been more diligent and said something else. But that's literally the first thing that came to my head, guys. So I said, hey, how old are you? And she's like, who, me? And I'm like, yeah. And she's like, oh, I'm 10. Y'all, I pulled my car over so quick because I'm sitting here. All I seen was my daughter. That's all I seen because I have 2 daughters. And I'm like, you 10? I'm like, baby, are you scared? That's the second thing I asked. And she's like, no, ma'am. And so she was a very smart young woman. And I'm like, well, I'm scared for you, baby. I'm scared. And she's like, well, I said, baby, come here. What's your mama number? We'll call your mama, let her know you out here so, we could get you home. She was like, oh no ma'am, my mama gonna be mad because I've ran away before and they don't like when I run away. And I'm like, listen, honey, your mother is not gonna be as mad as if she would be if you never came home. So it's okay. You need to call your mom and let her know where you are so she can come get you. And I'm like, do you know where you live? Do you live around here? Like, all of this is scary to me, guys, because cars are coming. So at this point, I just moved into the roundabout and then I parked and cars started coming now. And I'm like, oh my God. So now I'm having like this panic attack in my mind, but still trying to be calm because I'm really lost and confused myself, not even understanding why I am chosen to be in this situation, but still acting on things, right? So I'm like, okay, Okay. Lord, what you want me to do? What you want me to do? So I'm asking her, these questions. Where do you live? She's like, I don't know. I just live somewhere with a red door. And I'm like, whoa. And she's like, I don't know my mama number. I'm like, okay. I don't want to put her in my car because I'm scared. I never wanted her to feel comfortable enough to get in anybody's car because anybody can come get her. It could be the wrong person and you saying it's not the first time you done ran away. I'm just like, hold on now, whoa. So ended up just springing into action quick, went ahead and just, in my mind, like, Lord, what's my next step? So it was like, call 911. I said, baby, I'm about to show you that I'm calling 911 and I want to let the dispatcher know what our next steps is and if I can get you to somewhere safe because it's not safe sitting over here in the dark under this bridge. So I'm telling the dispatcher, she tell her name and everything. She really didn't know her age. She was like, no, she knew she was 10, but she didn't know her birthday. So she knew the date, but the year was kind of off. She was like 2020. I mean, you could tell. So then that kind of started letting me know that it might be some mental problems going on, give or take. I'll pause right here. So as I'm doing my lashes, these, I don't know what you call them. You call them lash holders. You can apply your lashes with them too. I didn't really like how it applied my lashes, but I really do like to use these so I can go ahead and put my glue on and my glue can start getting tacky before I put my eyelashes on. This is another staple in my makeup collection and it is on my Amazon storefront. But moving back forward, the dispatcher was like, take her to the nearest store. So I'm telling her, okay, baby, you heard the police. You see me dial the police number. If you ever get in this situation again, somebody stop you, just say, hey, can you call 911 for me? Because you never ever be comfortable enough to get in somebody's car. Anything could happen to you. And she like, yes, ma'am. So I'm like, are you hungry, baby? You thirsty? I'll take you to get you something to eat. Actually, I'm still on the phone with this dispatcher, and we were gonna go to the gas station. You know how most grocery stores these days have gas stations? We were gonna go to the gas station, but the gas station was closed. So I told the dispatcher we're gonna be in the store, and we're actually gonna go inside the store and be at the front door because that's a public place. I wanted her to know you don't sit in the car with nobody, you don't get in the car with nobody. You need to be at a public place so that you can get some help because I don't know the home life, but I know you're a 10-year-old little girl and you do not need to be out here fighting this world alone. So when we get in the store, guys, this is where the story just takes twists and turns. We get in the store, we walk in the store, and she's such a sweet little girl. She was like, no, I don't want to use all, I don't want to be greedy or anything. I'll just take a water. And I'm like, you can get candy, so whatever. She's like, no, I'll just take a water. I was like, okay, no problem. As soon as we walk in this store, guys, let me tell you how God works. We walk in this store. A girl walk up to her, and she's like, ma'am, where you been? And I'm like, do you know her? She's like, yes, that's my sister. I'm like, your sister? So mind you, I'll rewind a little bit. When we got to the store, she was like, oh, I've been to this store before. My mom had brought me to this store. And I'm like, oh my goodness. Okay, so now it's all adding up and it's making sense. And so after that, another little girl come and she's talking about, girl, we've been looking for you. And I'm like, hold on, you. And so this was her twin sister, but they weren't identical twins, but this was her twin sister, right? So now come to find out her sister's 14 and then she have a twin sister. So I'm like, oh my God. So mind you, I already called the police. The police is on the way. So I'm like, okay, well, who y'all here with? And because I done already called the police, I can't just dispatch, I just can't leave her here because my name is on this report. I found her 2-3 miles from this store, and well, not 2 or 3 miles, but it must have been a good mile though. And I just need to make sure I'm giving her to an adult because no telling where she would end up after this. And it was just on my heart to stay and to make sure, that happened. So at this point, the oldest girl, she's like, oh yeah, my aunt. So she's basically not playing me, but she's basically telling me they're in the store with the aunt. So I'm like, okay, baby, we'll go get your aunt so that I could leave, so that I could leave y'all. And she's like, okay, so I could just get the aunt name. I was going to call back in, see if we could go ahead and, put her name on it or anything like that. So she's like, okay, no problem. So she leave. I keep the little girl with me, not holding her hostage or nothing, but just kind of like, we just need to wait till the authorities get here. And the little girl wasn't reluctant or anything, or, being, type of way. She was just kind of like, really in space of like, I want to get the help. So come by 2-3 minutes later, 2 girls walk up. Now they look like late 20s. And they're like, oh, hey, I could take the kids. And I'm like, oh, this y'all auntie? And she's like, no, I'm not their auntie. I'm their auntie friend. So I'm like, oh, are they in the store with you? And she like, no, I just ran into them in the store, but I got their auntie number if you want me to call their auntie. And I'm like, please. So I'm like, are y'all in the store with an adult? And they're like, no. So how God worked in that moment was they wasn't even in the store with an adult. They happened to run into an adult that they knew that had a phone, that had their aunt's number, and come to find out this was the dad's sister. So they had their aunt's number and was able to give me the number and connect that. So as this is happening, she's like, the aunt's friend, she's like, I don't mind taking them to the aunt, and the aunt like, well, I'm at work. And then I'm like, okay, well, the authorities coming. She's like, oh, the authorities coming. Oh, I'm not waiting for no authorities. And I'm like, so you gonna leave the kids? So then by this time, the 14-year-old girl is like, oh, the authorities coming? No, I'm about to run. I'm like, you gonna run? How you gonna leave you can't leave your sister. You can't leave your sisters, baby. I was like, I'm gonna stay here with y'all. I can't promise y'all nothing, but I'm gonna make sure your aunt is on the phone. And then by this time, another aunt ended up getting on the phone. So they like on a 3-way thing. And it became a thing to where it was like, okay, now they decided they want to interfere and step in, and they're going to get one of the aunts to come and get the kids because how serious it got. And I'm telling the aunts too, like, y'all can't, somebody got to be present and show up for these kids. So come to find out, they ended up agreeing to that. I'm sorry, y'all, I was getting a little distracted. They ended up agreeing to that, and then the police ended up walking in. Now, mind you, I called about 1 girl. I didn't call them back. So now it turned in from 1 child to 3 child. So it's only 1 unit here. And now I'm trying to explain the story to her, but this cop is so dismissive. She's just dismissing me. And I'm feeling away like, hold on. These kids men out here by themselves is a serious matter, and you don't even have all the facts or the evidence. And I'm telling you, I'm the one that called in. And she's just like, oh, I got it from here, you can leave. And I was like, not leaving. So this is kind of coming to the end of the video. I'm going to pause the story right there. If this is something that you guys want to see, or if you like these story times, let me know in the comments below. If you like this story time and you want me to finish it with a part 2, leave a comment in the comments below and let me know. Finish the story. That's what we'll call it, is finish the story. And then I'll do a whole nother video starting the story where I left off. So make sure you like and subscribe, and thank you for tuning in. Ooh, Riri, girl, you look good. All right, guys, until next time.